Hey everyone, it's me Lisa from Lisa Knits and Vlogs and Eden Vlogs Fitness in the corner. I am still doing my eyelet mock cable ribbing stitch. My sticky note says I worked it out to 130 blocks at a 4-row repeat. It's multiples of 5 plus 2, so if you want to do 30, it's plus 2, so it makes 30. I've done 45 plus the 2. So that's 47 stitches to what I've done. And it is very getting long. I'm only up to block number 95, so I've still got a whole heap to do. But then I might even just finish the row off. So last time I don't think that's where the stitch marker was, but I needed to use it the other night. Yes, I used stitch marker so I can show you guys. So there's there. It could have even been up here a bit more, I'm not sure. And then from there to there is the other stitch marker, and then from there to there. So there's 47 stitches. And then you purl the first 2. You slip the first one on the purlwise, then you knit the 2, pass that slip stitch over, then you purl 2, slip, go to the end. And when you're going back, because the pattern's nice on the back too, you knit 2, purl 1, yarn over, purl 1, knit 2, you do that to the end. Then you purl 2, knit 3, purl 2 to the end, you do that all the way in. Then on the way back you do knit 2, purl 3, knit 2. That's the 4-row repeat. But you can make this as long as you want. You don't have to do the 130 blocks on the 4-row repeat. It does tell you rows 1 to 4 until you have reached your desired length. And this has not reached the desired length that I would like to have it as. You could go, maybe if people wanted it short enough, but no. I'm doing like the 130 blocks. That's what I am doing.
Ooh.
And then what I'll do is I can take stitch this off now. And it is, the yarn is the Value Ball. I got it from Spotlight. They had it on special. And true to Lisa's form, cleared the shelf. Because they were getting new yarn in.
Good on you.
They were, yeah, good on me. I'm pretty good at doing that. But they were getting new yarn in. It's still going to be a Value Ball, but it wasn't going to be this brand. They were changing the brand for some odd reason. I didn't ask. I don't care. I got it on special, and that's how it's going to stay. But the yarn is the Value Ball spray yarn, 150 grams. 100% acrylic, 240 meters per ball, 4.5 millimeter needles. I'm using a size 5. And normally I do have my stoppers on there, my Highland cow stoppers. But I'm going to do some knitting while we were talking. Warm machine wash or hand wash, do not bleach, cold and swell. Do not wring, dry flat in the shade. Do not tumble dry. Do not iron, dry cleanable. And it is made in China, made for Spotlight, Pty Ltd. www.spotlightstores.com. But I'll leave it there.
That's a lot of S's.
Because there is a lot of S's in there. So, yeah, it's like a blah, blah, blah. And I went to speech therapy to help me with my S's, but it did not help me at all. So that was a waste. But also while I am moving this iPad, because that's got a video going to give someone watch hours. And then I also am doing another scarf at the same time as I do. And it is the Garter Stitch striped scarf. It's beginner knitting, 33 stitches at 176 centimeters at a 60 block in total, and that works on a 60 block. Oh, the blocks go like this. It is these are what I'm calling the blocks. The pearl and then the knit, just a plain garter stitch and then the pearl and all that. So that's the blocks. So I do have two, and I'm doing that on a size 5mm needle with my pink elephants on it. But this is what I've done so far. I think I'm up to block 23, I think it is. Let me have a look. Yeah, I've just done block 23. No, I've done block 24. So I've done 24 blocks. And this is where this one is up to. Started from here, down. I will put a stitch marker in there, which is what I will do now. So then that way you get to know. So this one I'm doing upstairs, and I take the other one downstairs to do downstairs. And so I'm going to put the stitch marker in here. And that way you know for when the first one's finished, then you'll know where I'm up to on this one. So there you go. So from there to there is what I've done so far.
Cool.
So 33 stitches. Normally you get the very first row you knit, you normally slip the first stitch, but I don't. I knit the first one. I changed it to suit myself. And then rows 1 to 14, I slipped the first stitch, and then it was rows 1 to 14. I think it was. But just have it to make sure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. You always slip the first stitch, and then the first row I slip the first stitch and knit. The second row I slip the first slip stitch the first stitch and purl to the end. Row 3 is the same as row 1. You slip and you knit to the end. Row 4 is slip and purl to the end. Rows 5 through 10 always slipping. You always slip the first stitch on each side, and then you knit. That's what that one does. He does that all the way up, and he's like I said, I'm up to block number 24. So that is that one, and I'll show you the.
How many more blocks do you have to go?
I've got another 25 to go. I'm using the big twist value yarn at 380 yards, 6 ounces, 347 meters, 170. I know all of you in the UK know all about the big twist value, so I'm not going to go through it because you guys all get that from Joanne's. That was gifted to me from Dawn Yarn Doll. I will put her in the description box like I will with Eden, because she gifted it to me. And that colour was lavender. And then I did have 2, that's the second lavender. And then I did have 2 of the purple. But I know you guys don't have, I know your Joanne's is closing down. So I know a lot of you went shopping to pick up last minute yarn. I actually really enjoyed knitting with it, because I thought it knitted up really well. I've done the baby blanket out of it, and it turned out really cute, which I actually enjoyed doing. And I wish I was able to grab more, but cause we don't have Joanne's here in Australia, we've got to rely on people sending it to us.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day I'll get nice good Joanne. And I'm not ordering it online because it's too expensive to order it online. So it will just have to wait. And I'll just use what I got. And this one's a spotlight yarn one. So this one is not too bad. So I don't mind using it. But I do enjoy the big twist. That is a nice yarn to be knitting with. Well, I've enjoyed knitting with it. I don't know about anybody else, but it is nice and it works out really well. And that, so I'm just glad I got the opportunity to use it and keep using it. But won't be now seeing that Joanne's is finished, and I am cherishing the ones that I got that I am using up at the moment. So
Do they sell Big Twist anywhere else?
I know Amazon does have it, but it's more expensive. Expensive, but with to what I've heard from other YouTubers, Joanne's is also not selling it online either because it's completely shutting it online as well. So
Oh, bugger.
yeah, and a lady and I at Knitting Club, we looked up to see if we can order it directly from Joanne's, and no, we can't because they won't ship it to Australia. So we miss out on that. So, but that's okay. I'm not stressing. I'm enjoying using the ones that I've got at the moment, knitting with. But you never know. Might come across a shop that might have got some in. But then I don't go to a lot of yarn shops because some of the other yarn shops that I can go to, like Lincraft that that I normally would go to, is closing down. So then after that one's half an hour on the bus. But once that closed down in June, my closest is going to be too far away. So I won't be going to Lincraft anymore, and
That's a shame.
which is a shame because I enjoyed going up to Lincraft to give them my Kogo stuff to donate, but I'm not going to the two that they suggested. It's just too far to be counting too many bags to them, so I won't be going to that. But we've got a new Vinnie store that's opened in my suburb, and what I'll do is I'll donate to them, and then they'll sell the stuff to make money to be able to help people in housing, people that are living on the streets, people that are like make money to be able to help support people and that. So I'm not sure on donating it something somewhere. So the Vinnie said they'll take whatever I've got and they'll sell it, and then they can make more money to help people that need housing, because we've got a housing crisis at the moment here in my state, and I think it's probably in the other states and territories too, I'm not sure, but they're trying to get money and be able to support those that are in need. So it's my stuff still being donated, and it's still going to be helping people as well. So it's not as though they're missing out at all, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. So they're not
Keep
going.
up the great work.
So, and I've already donated a bag to the Vinnies. It was a lot of scarves, and I think there was a baby blanket amongst it. So I have another bag started that will go once it's full, and because I'm donating to Vinnies, I'll be able to do at least 3 or 4 bags and take it all at once instead of just one bag. So that means I have a lot of knitting to do. A lot of knitting to do. But it'll get there. It'll get there in time. In a lot of time. And I've got enough yarn there to be able to do it. I've got 4 more of this lemon one. This lemon one left. That will make another corner to corner blanket. Probably 2 of them. That'll leave one colour on its own that I could probably make something else. Maybe I might be able to make a toy out of it or something. I'll work something out with it. And I'm also going to bring the maternity hospital. It's not, again, it's a fair way to go, but the lady that works at Vinnie's said to me, if I ring the maternity hospital with that, they want baby stuff knitted up. for preemie babies, but they've got the patterns that they want you to follow, so I'm going to ring and find out about that. Or I can make a trip one day there and have a bit of lunch there and find out exactly what to do. But I'll work that out. And I will put Dawn in the description box, Eden in the description box. I hope you get the chance to thumbs, like it, comment, and everything. So we'll see you on the YouTube streets. Bye.